Hello and very good morning everyone. Welcome to SSC Monk channel. Today in this class we'll be completing time, speed and distance. All most frequently asked concepts will be covered in this chapter. Now this is our 16th class and this is a 40 days 40 marathon series. If you are joining for the first time, check out the playlist of 40 days 40 math revision series. You will get all the classes from class 1 to 16, and in this particular series I will be complete whole mathematics syllabus, the revision of mathematics through this particular series, and it will be really beneficial for your upcoming RRB, NTPC and SSC CGL examination. So let's start. Before we start, as usual, we need to understand that there are certain types of questions, certain types of concepts that are being asked in time, speed and distance. And what are these? Basic formulas based on average concept, time, total time, different speed and time concepts, more time taken for different speed concepts, questions based on reaching late or early concepts, questions based on thief and police concept, relative speed concept, S1 by S2, the formula, direct formula, square root of T2 by T1, and miscellaneous questions. So let's start, learn each and everything one by one. First question. This is the basic question. Two tourists bus traveled started from a same point, move along two roads at right angle at speeds of 48 km per hour, 36 km per hour. Let's say this was a point. Now they are moving in a right angle direction. That means one is moving in this direction, another is moving this direction. Let's say this is moving at 48 km per hour speed. This is moving at 36 km per hour speed. And the distance between the bus after 15 seconds. That means this bus moved in this direction in 15 seconds. This bus moved in this direction in for 15 seconds. Sir, let's change this kilometer per hour into meter per second, and it moved for 15 seconds. Same here, 48 into 5 by 18 multiply by 15. Clear? Yes or no? Yes. Sir, 18 2s are 36, 5 2s are 10, 15 plus 10 is equal to 150 meter. So this side is equal to 150 meter. Now this, sir, 2 9s are 18, 2 24s are 48. Sir, 3 3s are 9, 3 8s are 24. Sir, 3 5s are 15. 5 5 25 into 8 is equal to 200 meter. So this side is 200 meter, this side is 150 meter. This is the distance it is asking. So very simple, sir. This is 20, this is 15. Pythagoras triplet, sir. 53 by 20, 150. 54 by 200, 3 4 5, so it will be 50 into 5, that is equal to 250 meter. Very simple Pythagoras triplet. Clear? Next, the speed of two bodies are in the ratio of 2:3. If the difference in time taken to cover 50 meter is 10 seconds, then what is the difference in their speed? Now understands, we know that distance is equal to speed into time. Yes or no? Yes. If the speed are in the ratio of 2:3, then time will be in the ratio of 3:1, because it is constant, it will be equal. Yes or no? This is the time, this is speed. Clear? Now what it is saying? It is saying the difference in the time taken to cover 50 meter is 10 seconds. Sir, what is happening? The difference is equal to 1. This one part is equal to given 10 seconds. Yes or no? Yes. That means this 3 part means it is all about 30 seconds. This 2 part means it is equal to 20 seconds. Yes or no? Yes. Sir, what it is saying? It is saying that 50 meter distance traveled in 30 seconds here. Here 50 meter distance is traveled in 20 seconds. Yes or no? Yes. It is asking about the speed difference. Sir, 50 by 30, 5 by 3, 50 by 20, 5 by 2. So 5 by 3 minus 5 by 2 is equal to 6 is the LCM. 5 2s are 10, 5 3s are 15. So what is the difference? So difference is equal to minus 5 by 6. Or minus cannot be taken, because here without considering whichever is higher, I started the calculation, but actual calculation will be 5 by 2 minus 5 by 3, which is equal to 5 by 6. Answer option A. Clear? Next. Now it is saying a car traveling at 3 by 8th of its actual speed covers a distance of 65 km. Distance 65 km. In time 2 hour 10 minutes, that means 2 by 10, 10 by 60 hours. Sir, this can be further solved as 13 by 2 hours. Sir, distance here, time here, speed is equal to distance by time, that is equal to 65 by 13 by, sorry, this is 6. 6, 13 5 is 65, 6 into 5 is equal to 30 kilometer per hour. Sir, this is speed, but sir, this is equal to 3 by 8 of the actual speed. Sir, 3 tens are 30, actual speed is equal to 8 into 10, that is 80 kilometer per hour. So what is the actual speed? 80 kilometer per hour. Clear? Yes or no? Yes. Next. A man traveled a distance of 1200 kilometer in 16 hours. He traveled partly by car at a speed of 40 kilometer per hour and partly by train at the speed of 80 km per hour. What is the distance? Sir, average speed is given 1200 km divided by 16. 4 4s are 16. 300 is equal to 1200. 4 7s are 28. 20 4 5s are 20. So the sir average speed is 75 km per hour. Partly by car, that is 40 km per hour. Partly by train, that is 80 km per hour. 75 minus 40 is equal to 35. 80 minus 75 is equal to 5. 5 7s are 35. So whenever we take allegation of speed, it will gives us time. So the ratio of time. So the ratio of time is equal to what, sir? 1:7. So total time is equal to what? 8 part. Sir, 8 part means 16 hours. So 1 part is equal to 16 by 8, that is 2 hours. Yes or no? Yes. So sir, distance traveled by car it is asking, that means 1 part which is equal to 2 hours. 40 kilometer per hour for 2 hours is equal to 80 kilometer. So what is the distance traveled by car? Sir, 80 kilometer. Clear? Yes or no? Yes. Next. In a journey of 3 unequal laps, a car covers 200 km in 4 hours in the first lap, while another 162 km in at the speed of 15 meter per second in the second lap. It covered the remaining distance of the final lap in 4 hours, such that the average speed of the car for entire journey keeps as 50 km per hour. So first thing we know, sir, average speed 50 km per hour. What is the speed of the journey of car in third lap? Now first what happened? Sir, first lap 200 km in 4 hours, that is equal to 50 km per hour. Sir, in the second lap what happened? 162 km in 15 meter per second. Sir, everything is in kilometer per hour, so I will make it 15 18 by 5 km per hour. I am converting meter per second into kilometer per hour. 5 3s are 50, 18 3s are 54. So 54 km per hour speed, 162 km, that is 3 hour time taken. Now third lap it is saying the remaining distance, whatever was the remaining distance, let's say d, it covered in 4 hours. Yes or no? Yes, sir. Sir, we know that average speed formula is equal to total distance divided by total time. Total distance 200, 162 by d is equal to 4 km, 3 km plus 4 km. Yes or no? This is the time given, which is equal to 50, because this is the average speed. So I can write, sir, 362 plus d is equal to 448 plus 3 11. 11 into 50 is equal to 550. Yes or no? Yes. Or I can, sir, write distance is equal to 550 kilometer minus 362, which is equal to 70, 50, 188. So what is the distance of the third lap, sir? 188 kilometer. But it is asking about the speed. So 188 kilometer in 4 hours. 4 4s are 16, 2 8, 4 7s are 28. So what is the speed in third lap? Sir, 47 kilometer per hour. Clear? Very basic question. We do not need to see the question and feel threatened. Okay. In this way, I will be covering 50 questions total in this particular chapter and covering each and every types of question. So next, a driver drives a car at a uniform speed of 60 km per hour and reaches the 330 km destination by 30 minutes late. Not an issue. To reach on time, how much increase in the speed is required? Sir, first thing is that 330 km distance at 60 km per hour. Time taken 5.5 per or 5 per 30 minutes. Yes or no? Yes. Now what happened? Due to this speed, he is late by 30 minutes. That means his actual time, I can say, is equal to 5 per 30 minutes minus 30 minutes. That is equal to 5 per. Yes or no? Yes. Sir, if 5 per is the actual time, 330 is the actual distance. So speed is equal to what? 66 km per hour, because 330 by 5 is 66 km per hour. Yes or no? So what is the difference in speed? 66 minus 60, that is equal to 6. So what is the percentage increase? 6 upon 60 multiply by 100. 6 tens are 60. 100 by 10 is equal to 10%. So what is the increase in speed? Sir, 10%. Clear? Yes or no? Yes. Next. A car moving at a uniform speed covers a certain distance in 6 hours. If the speed of car was increased by 10 km per hour, increased by, that means whatever was the speed, it got increased plus 10. Now the distance covered in 5 hours. So whatever the distance was, it was covered in 5 hours. What is the distance covered? Sir, distance is equal to speed into time. Sir, let's say the first speed was speed 1. It took 6 hours, which is equal to the second time speed 1 plus 10 hours multiply by 5. Yes or no? Yes, sir. So I can write, sir, 6s is equal to 5s1 plus 50, or I can write 6s1 minus 5s1 is equal to s1, which is equal to 50. Yes or no? Yes. So what is the speed? 50 km per hour. How long it is traveling? For 6 hours. So total distance covered 300 km. So what is the distance covered? 300 km. Clear? Next. A bus starts running with some initial speed, and its speed increase every hour by 9 km per hour. If it takes 11 hours to cover a distance of 572 km, then what is the initial speed? Now see, this is a classic arithmetic progression question. What it is saying, the bus was running for first hour, let's say at s speed. Then on the second hour, its speed got increased by s plus 9. In the third hour, its speed got increased by s plus 18, then s plus 27, so on, so on. On 11th hour, it will be s plus 90. Yes or no? Yes. And this is equal to what? 172. Sorry, this is equal to what? 572. My bad. 572. This is the distance. Yes or no? Yes. Now what is happening? Sir, how many s are there? 11s. Now what is happening? 9 plus 18 plus so on. So I can write 9 into 1 or 9 into 2, 9 into 3. So I'll take 9 common. It will be 9 into 1 plus 2 plus 3 plus such that up to 10. Basic mathematics I am doing. Nothing over here. So 11s is equal to plus 9 into 1 to 10. What is the addition formula? Sir, 10 into 11 by 2. So 10 into 11 by 2. 2 5s are 10. 5 9s are 45. 45 into 11 is equal to 495, which is equal to 572. Sir, 11s is equal to 572 minus 495, which is equal to, sir, 77. Sir, 11s is 77. S is equal to 7. So what is the initial speed? Sir, initial speed is equal to 7 km per hour. Clear? Basic questions that I am solving. Nothing extraordinary over here. I am just reading the question. I am just writing that down. That's all. Nothing over here. Next. If a person walks 5 km per hour instead of 6 km per hour, he would have walked 5 km more. What is the distance traveled by him at the speed of 5 km per hour? This is a very basic question, so I am giving you as a homework. Next, if a man travels 1 by x kilometer per hour on journey and returns at 1 by x square kilometer per hour, then what is the average? Sir, average is equal to 2 s1 s2 by s1 plus s2. So I can write 2 into 1 by x. This is the formula of average speed if two speeds are given, into 1 by x square, which is equal to 1 by x plus 1 by x square. Sir, here it will be 2 divided by x cube divided by x square. X square will be the LCM, so this will be x plus 1. X square, x cube, 1 cube will be done, so x will be remaining, so it can be written 2 divided by x into x plus 1, or this can be written as 2 divided by x square plus x. That is option A is the answer. Clear? Next. The average speed of a train running at a speed of 30 km per hour during the first 100 km, at the speed of 40 km per hour at the second 100 km, and the speed of 50 km per hour during the last 100 km. So what is the average speed? Sir, 100 km at 30 speed. So total time taken 10 by 3 hours. Sir, next 100 km at 40 speed. Total time taken 10 by 4. Sir, at the last 100 km at 50 km per hour. So total time taken 2. Yes or no? Yes, sir. Sir, what is the total distance covered? 100 plus 100 plus 100 is 300 divided by time taken 10 by 3 plus 10 by 4 plus 2. Sir, here I can write 300 divided by 10. I can't take common. Sir, here the LCM will be 12. Sir, 4 into 10, 40. 3 into 10, 30. Plus 12 into 2, 24. Sir, this can be written as 300 into 12 divided by 94. Yes or no? Yes or no? Yes. Now, if I solve the whole thing, I will get my answer. Sir, let me solve. 247 is 94, 2 6 are 12. So this is equal to 1800 by 47. Yes or no? Yes. Sir, 44 4 will be in 198. So it will be 47 3. Now there are three options. Sir, 47 3 is equal to 141. So what is remaining? 3 9 0. Sir, 47 7 329. Sir, 47 8 47 9. Sir, 47 9 will be more than 400. So it will be 47 into 8. That means option B is the right answer. Clear? Basic mathematics calculation. That's it. Nothing over here. Next. A truck covers a distance of 140 km at the speed of 35 km per hour. It covers next 20 km in 30 minutes and the last 30 km at the speed of 60 km per hour. What is the average speed? Basic question, homework. Sir, without stoppage, read the question properly. It is saying without stoppage, a train travels a certain distance with an average speed of 75 km per hour. Not an issue. With stoppage, it covers the same distance with an average speed of 65 km per hour. Yes or no? Yes. How many minutes per hour does the train stop? Sir, first of all, previously it was going at 75 km per hour. Now it is going at 65 km per hour. What is the difference in speed? That is 10 km per hour. Yes or no? Yes. Now, sir, what it is saying? That the first time, the initial time was he was traveling 75 km in 1 hour. So 75 kilometers in 1 hour, that is 60 minutes. 1 kilometer in 60 by 75 minutes, and 10 kilometer travel will be in 60 by 75 into 10. Sir, 0 0 100, 25 3 is a 75, 25 4 is a 100, 3 2 is a 6, 2 into 4 is equal to 8 minutes. So for how long does that train stopped? Sir, it stopped for 8 minutes, because if it did not stop, the average speed would have been 75 km. Yes or no? Yes. So this is how you can directly solve the question. Next, a person goes from P to Q at a speed of 20 km per hour. Then he goes from Q to R at the speed of Q km per hour. Then finally the person goes from R to S at the speed of R km per hour. The distance between P to Q, Q to R and R to S are equal. Not an issue. If the average speed from P to R is 280 by 11 km per hour and the average speed from Q to S is 112.3 km, 12 by 3 km per hour, then what is the value of R? Yes or no? Yes. So now, sir, let's say this is a point P, this is a point Q, this is a point R. Yes or no? Yes. Now what is happening? And this is a point S, my bad. The distance are equal. Let's say these are D. Yes or no? Yes. So what is happening? Here it is saying he is going from P to Q, D distance at 20 km per hour. Then he is going from Q to S, that means 2D. Yes or no? Yes. He is going from Q to S to D at the speed of 112 by 3 kilometer per hour. Clear? Basic thing? Yes. Now the best part is here it says time taken by P to R is equal to what? 2D by speed, that is 280 by 11 kilometer per hour. It is saying if finally a person goes from R to S at the speed of R kilometer per hour and these are the distance. So what is the time taken? Sir, the time taken between Q and R is equal to time taken by P to R minus time taken by P to Q. So from P to R, if I take out P to Q, I will get Q to R. So here P to R is equal to what? Sir, P to R is equal to 2D by 280 by 11 minus P to Q is equal to D by 20. Sir, let's solve this. So this will be D common. So 11 into 2 is equal to 22, or 2 140 is a 280. So I can write directly 11 by 140 minus 1 by 20. This is what it is. Sir, it will be D into 140 is the denominator. So 11 minus 7, that is equal to D into 4 by 140, or 2 2 is a 4, 270 is a 140, 235 is a 70. So what is the speed or the time taken by Q to R? Sir, it is D by 35. Now it is saying what is the time taken by RS? Sir, when I am trying about time taken by RS, I will do what? Time taken between Q to S minus time taken between Q to R. Yes or no? Yes. Sir, time taken between Q to S is equal to what? 2D 112 by 3. That means 2D 112 by 3 minus Q to R, that is D by 35. We just find out. Sir, let's solve this. 256 is a 112. Sir, 3 will be on the upper side. D, let's take out common. 3 by 56 minus 1 by 35 is the answer. Yes or no? Yes. Sir, 7 8 is a 56. 7 5 is a 35. So their LCM will be 56 into 5, that is equal to 280. Yes or no? Yes. Sir, here 56 into 5 into 3 15. Sir, here 35 into 8 is equal to 280. So it will be 8. So I can write D into 7 by 280, or D by 40 is the actual time taken. D by 40 is the actual time taken by whom? Actual time taken by R and S. See, I know these are a lot of information that you are trying to process, but this is quite easy. Okay, understand this. What we are trying to find out here? Time taken between R to S. What we find out here? Time taken between Q to R. Okay. Now, sir, R to S speed time taken is D by 40, but it is already given the person goes from R to S at the speed of R kilometer per hour. That means D by R kilometer per hour will get me the time. Sir, D gone. So R is equal to 40 kilometer per hour. So what is the value of R? Sir, it is 40 kilometer per hour. Very basic. Just you need to understand what is the approach you should follow. See, you should remember this sort of approach directly. Otherwise, in actual examination, trying to find out this approach will be difficult. So go through this question more than twice and understand why this particular question needs this sort of approach. Next, while traveling from, see, don't judge the questions by looking at its length. We will be solving each and everything simply. Okay. While traveling from A to B, Raghav travels quarter of distance at 10 km per hour, the next quarter of distance at 15 km per hour, the third quarter at 20 km per hour, the final quarter at 30 km per hour. While traveling on exactly the same route, Manish travels for a quarter of the total time taken for his journey at 10 km per hour, the next of the total time taken for his journey at 15 km per hour, the third quarter of total time taken for his journey at 20 km per hour, and the final kilometer is 30. The overall average speed of Raghav during his journey is given as y km per hour, and Manish's average speed is given z. So what is the difference between them? Now, first person Raghav. Well, write each and everything. So it is saying quarter means what? 1/4 of the total. So let's say total distance was d. So d by fourth part. he traveled at which distance? Sir, it traveled at 10 kilometer. So 1 by 10, that is equal to d by s is equal to time. So time is equal to what? D by 40. This is for first quarter. Now in second quarter, d by 4 into 1 by 15, that is equal to d by 60. Second quarter, d by 4 into 1 by 20, that is equal to d by 80. This is third quarter. D by 4 into 1 by 30, that is equal to d by 120, that is equal to fourth quarter. Yes or no? Yes. Now the same goes for what? Sir, the same goes for Manish. Yes or no? Yes. Sir, what it is saying? In the first quarter of time, it is saying, sir, in the first quarter of time, the distance, that means time by 4 multiply by the speed 10 kilometer per hour will get me what? The distance, first distance, that is 10t by 4. Then the second quarter of time, it is traveling at 15 kilometer per hour, that means 15t by 4. In the third quarter of time, it is traveling at 20 kilometer per hour, so this can be written as 5t because 4 5s are 20. Now in the fourth quarter, it is traveling at 30 kilometer per hour. I can write 30t by 4. This is the time given. Yes or no? Yes. Sir, here we are finding what? Total time, because distance by speed. So total time is equal to d common 1 by 40 plus 1 by 60 plus 1 by 80 plus 1 by 120. Yes or no? Yes. Sir, here all these things, LCM will be 240. So 46 plus 64, 83, 122. Sir, this can be written as d into 6 4 10 plus 5 15 divided by 240. Yes or no? Yes. Sir, 15, 5 3s are 15, 5 4s are 20, 5 8s are 40, 3 16s are 48. So what is the total time taken? D by 16. Yes or no? Yes. Now it is saying this is the total time taken. This is the total distance by total time taken. So average speed of Raghav is equal to what? 16 kilometer. This is average speed. Now in case of Manish, what happened? Sir, total distance covered is equal to total distance covered is equal to 10 by t plus 15 by t by 4 or 20 by t by 4 for the sake of calculation. Yes or no? Yes. So t by 4 common, it is 10 plus 15 plus 20 plus 30. Yes or no? 30 20 50 plus 10 60 plus 15 is equal to 75. So this is equal to t by 4 into 75. Yes or no? Yes. So this is what? This is the total distance covered. Now sir, we know that. Now sir, we know that total time taken was t. So average speed will be total distance t by 4 into 75 divided by total time taken t. Sir, t crossed out, speed is equal to 75 by 4, that is equal to 18 4s are 72.75. So average speed of Manish is 18.75. Average speed of Raghav is 16 kilometer, and that is equal to what? Y. Money speed was equal to what? Z. So Z by Y minus is equal to 18.75 minus 16, that is equal to 2.75. That is option A, C. I understand the question was tricky. The question was lengthy. But what is its important? It is important that what are the information given. For Raghav, the information was, it was all about the relation between distance and speed. So we used to find out the total time. In case of Manish, it is opposite. It is time and speed. So we used to find out the total distance. And in both the cases, from the distance and time relationship, we find out what? We find out the average speed, and from that we calculated the difference. Clear? Next. A car driver leaves Bangalore at 8:30 am and expect to reach a place of 300 kilometer from Bangalore at 12:30 am. Yes or no? 12:30 pm. Okay. Sir, at 10:30 am, he finds that he has covered only 40% of the distance. Sir, total distance 300 kilometers, started at 8:30 am, and he should reach by 12:30 pm. Clear? Now by 10:30, that means in 2 hour he has covered how much distance? 40%. Sir, 40% of 300 is equal to 120 kilometer. Sir, 120 kilometer in 2 hour, which is equal to average speed 60 kilometer per hour. Yes or no? Yes. Now what is the remaining distance? Sir, 120 gone. So from 10:30 to 12:30, remaining distance is 180. But what is the remaining time? 2 hours. So the speed should be increased to 90 kilometer per hour. Yes or no? Yes. So what is the increase in speed? Sir, 60 to increase 90. So the speed increase is 30 kilometer per hour. That is option D. Clear? Next. Two trains running between Bangalore and Chennai start at the same time from the respective location. That means one train starting from Bangalore, another train is starting from Chennai. So and proceed towards each other at the speed of 80 kilometer, that is Bangalore train, 95 kilometer, that is Chennai train. When they meet, it is found that one train has traveled 180 kilometer more than the other. By default, one is at higher speed, so for the same time it will be running at higher distance. Yes or no? Yes. So let's say the time taken was t because they have taken the same time. So for Chennai train, the distance will be 95 kilometer into t. Yes or no? Yes. Now what is happening? Sir, here for the Bangalore train, speed was 80, time taken t. So what is the distance covered? 80 t. Now what it is saying? One train has traveled 180 kilometer more than that. That means this difference is equal to what? 180 kilometer. 95 minus 80 is equal to 15 t, which is equal to 180 kilometer. 15 12 is 180. So the time taken is equal to what? 12 hours. Now that is not the end. The end is that 12 hour was the total journey time when one train from Bangalore with 80 km per hour traveled for 12 km. Then another train from Chennai 95 km per hour traveled for 12 km and they meet at a point. So this total distance, if I add, I will get the distance between Bangalore and Chennai. So 12 into 80 is equal to 960. 12 into 95 is equal to 12 nines are 108. 12 fives are 60. That is 1140. So this is equal to 2100 kilometer. That is option C. Clear? So all my Kannadiga and Tamil Chennai's guys, now you know what is the distance between 2100 kilometer. Now if you do not prepare well, it may be possible due to shortage of 1 to 2 marks. Your homestead was Chennai, but you got posting in Karnataka. Or for a Kannada guy, for a Kannadiga, due to a silly mistakes in one mathematics question, he was supposed to be posted in Karnataka, but he got posted as a GST inspector at what? In Chennai zone. So as long as your accuracy is 100%, this sort of accident won't happen in your examination. Clear? Tell me in the comment, is it clear to all the Kannadigas and my Chennai students? Next. That was for fun. Nothing else, okay? In covering a distance of 30 km, Avai takes 2 hours more than the Samir. Okay? Now, if Avai doubles his speed, then he would have taken 1 hour less than Samir. A very basic question. Sir, what is happening? Let's say Avai is running at the speed of x and Samir's speed is equal to y. So in the first case, it is saying 30 kilometer divided by x. The time taken by x is 2 hour more than. This is the time taken by Samir. So second question, it is saying if Avai doubles his speed, then he will be taking 1 hour less than what? 1 hour less than Samir. That means 30 by y minus 30 by 2x is equal to what? 1 hour. Clear? Yes or no? Yes. Now with these two statements, our whole calculation will be done. Okay? Now get ready. Sir, what it is? Sir, in this question, if I take out 30 common, it will be, sir, y minus x by xy is equal to 2 by 30, that is equal to 1 by 15. Sir, here it will be 2x minus y divided by 2xy is equal to 1 by 30. Yes or no? Yes or no? Yes. Or I can write, sir, in this particular case, y minus x is equal to into 15 is equal to xy. Yes or no? Yes. Sir, in this case, I can write 2x minus y divided by 2 into what is the value of xy? Sir, y minus x into 15 is equal to 1 by 30. Sir, 15 to 30. So 30, 30 gone. I can write 2x minus y is equal to y minus x, basic cross multiplication. Sir, x will come to this side, that is 3x. Y will come to this side, that is 2y. So, sir, x by y is equal to 2 by 3. Yes or no? Yes. That means, sir, if x is what? Our speed. Sir, if x speed is 2, y speed is 3. Clear? Basic thing, is it clear to each and every one of you? Yes, sir. Now, sir, here, if in this particular question, I will use this logic, what I will get? Sir, here 3 minus 2 is 1, that is 15. 3 into 2, 6 is equal to 15. Sir, if 6 is equal to 15, 6 part we are talking about because it is in the ratio. If 6 part is 15, 1 part is equal to 15 by 6, that is 2.5. Sir, if 1 part is 2.5, our speed that is equal to 2, which is equal to 2 into 20.5, that is equal to 5 km per hour. What I did, I used this value in this particular equation as a solution to this question, and I found the answer. Clear? Next, P starts P starts from A at 6 am and reaches B after 8 hours. Q starts from B at 8 am and reaches A after 9 hours. So this is the one thing that clear is that one is traveling at this time, this speed, another is traveling at this, another is taking this much time. Now let draw it and let get it clear. So let's say this is A, this is B. Now here it is started at 6 am. It is taking 8 hours. Here it is started at 8 am and it is taking 9 hours. Clear? This is all about the whole question. Yes or no? Yes. Now sir, what it is saying? Sir, here A takes 8 hours, B takes 9 hours. So for the purpose of understanding, let's say this is the time ratio, so their speed ratio is equal to 9:8 because the distance between them is equal. Yes or no? Yes. So sir, what it is saying? Sir, A started from 6 am, it runs till 8 am. So how much distance it has covered in 2 hours? Sir, 9 into 2, that is 18 parts. Clear? This is the basic thing. Yes. Now, sir, the total distance was what? Sir, the total distance is equal to 72. Any way you can take. Sir, total distance was 72. Out of 72, 18 is gone. Sir, what is remaining? Sir, 54 is remaining. Yes or no? Yes, sir. Now this 54 kilometer distance will be traveled by both A and B and they are going in opposite direction to each other. That means relative speed, that is 9 plus 8 is equal to 17. Yes or no? Sir, this is equal to what? This is equal to time taken by A and B to meet each other. Yes or no? Yes. Now sir, here we know that 54 by 7 was the 54 by 17 was the time and the distance traveled by A will be 54 by 17 into 9 speed. For B, the distance traveled by B in 54 by 17 hours time is equal to 54 by 17 into 8. Yes or no? Yes. Now, this total, if I add this distance and if I add this distance, I will get what? 54. Very basic logic. Yes or no? Yes, sir. So, sir, I can directly write over here 54 into 9, that is equal to 486 by 17. Sir, 54 into 8, that is 432 by 17. Now, sir, it is saying what is the ratio of the distance traveled by Q to the distance traveled by P. Now, sir, P started from A, Q started from Q. Sir, P covered how long distance? Sir, 18 plus 486 by 17. So, 18 plus 486 by 17 is the distance traveled by whom? Sir, this is the distance traveled by P. Distance traveled by q is equal to 432 by 17. Sir, the ratio is q to p, that means 432 by 17. Sir, 17 crossed out, so let's take this out. Here it will be 17 into 18 plus 486, that is equal to 6 7 56 7 8 15 30 20 0. Sir, this will be 792. Yes or no? Yes. Sir, this can be further solved. 7 6 ja, okay, 6 7 ja 42, 1 2, 6 2 ja 12. Again 6 1 ja 6, 1 9, 6 3 ja 18, 6 1 ja 12. Sir, 6 12 ja, or sir, it will be directly crossed by 12, 12 6 ja 72, 12 11 ja 132. So what is the ratio of q to p? Sir, it is 6 is to 11. This is a bit calculative question, but this is not something rocket science thing. Okay, it can be solved easily. Next, sir, Alok starts from P towards Q with a speed of 6 km per hour. Raman starts walking from P to Q at the same time with speed of 9 km per hour. Raman, after reaching Q, immediately returns to P and meets Alok at a point R. Then tell the distance of PR if PQ is equal to 15 km per hour. 15 kilometers. Sir, this is the distance between P and Q. So what happened? Alok is walking at 6 km per hour. Raman is also walking at 9 km per hour. But what is happening? Raman is going from P to Q and coming back and meeting Alok at R point. Yes or no? Yes. That means total distance covered by Raman plus Alok is equal to what? Sir, PQ plus QR, this is the distance traveled by Raman, plus PR, distance covered by Alok. Sir, PR plus QR is equal to PQ, that is 2 into PQ, that is equal to 2 into 15, that is equal to 30 km. So the double distance is equal to what? 30 km. Yes or no? Yes. Sir, what is happening? This total 30 km distance was traveled by both Raman and Alok. Sir, that can be written as relative speed 9 plus 6 15, that is equal to 2 hours. Yes or no? Yes. So distance covered by Alok in 2 hours is equal to 6 into 2, that is 12 kilometer. Yes or no? So the distance between P and R is 12. R and Q will be 3. Basic? Yes. Now it is saying we have to find out. We have to find out the distance of PR. What is that? 12 km per hour. Done and dusted. Clear? Because the only concept used over here is the total distance they have covered in relative speed. That's it. Next, a boy increases his speed to 9 by 5 times of his original speed. So the speed increased from 5 to 9. So the time will be decreased from 9 to 5. This is the speed, this is the time. Very basic. Yes or no? Yes. So it is saying what is, so by doing this, he reaches school in 40 minutes before the usual time. Sir, what is the difference? Sir, previously the time was 9, now it is 5. So what is the difference? 4. Now because of this 4 minute, he is traveling 40 minutes. That means for one part he will be traveling, he will be saving 10 minutes. So for 9 parts, because that was the usual time, so the total time taking at the beginning was 90 minutes. That is option C. Clear? This concept was asked various times, multiple times in SSC RRB examination. So have a very good grip over this question. Next, a bus can run 20% faster than a bike. Both start from the same place at the same time and reach the same destination 60 km away at the same time. On the way, however, the bus stops at the station for 10 minutes. The speed of the bike. Sir, if the speed of bike is equal to S, this is bike. The speed of bus is 20% faster. So let's say this is 5S. The speed of bus will be 6S. Clear? Very basic? Yes. Now what is the stoppage time? 10 minutes. That is 10 by 60 hour. That is 1 by 6 hour. Clear? Basic? Yes. Sir, let's say distance was 60 km. So time of bike is equal to 60 by 5s, that is equal to 12 by s. Sir, time by bus will be equal to 60 by 6s, that is equal to 10 by s. Yes or no? Yes. Sir, what happened? Sir, here bus run from this time plus hit bus took a 1 by 6 hour stoppage, which is equal to total time run by the bike. Is this clear to everyone? It is saying that the bus and the bike started from the same point at the same time and they reach the destination at the same time. That means the time taken by bike is equal to the time taken by bus while running plus the stoppage. Yes or no? Yes. Now let me solve it. Sir, what 12 by s minus 10 by s is equal to 1 by 6, or 2 by s is equal to 1 by 6, or speed is equal to 6 into 2, that is 12 km per hour. Sir, s is equal to 12 km per hour. It is asking speed of bike, that is 5 into 12, that is equal to 60 km per hour. Option A is the right answer. Next, Farhan and Aman are going from Delhi to Haryana. The difference and the sum of their speeds are 40 km per hour and 60 km per hour respectively. If in a race Farhan can finish 8 minutes earlier than Aman, then find the distance they both should cover. Now basic. So let's say Farhan speed is F, Aman speed is A. So their addition is equal to 60. Their subtraction is equal to difference is equal to 40. Sir, if I add both, 2 times Farah is equal to 100. So Farah speed is equal to 50. So Aman speed is equal to definitely 10. Clear? Basic thing? Yes or no? Yes. Now it is saying the difference between the time taken between Farah and Aman in a race is equal to what? 8 minutes. Sir, let's say the race was running for a d distance. D by 50 minus d by 10 is equal to, sorry, it will be up other way. D by 10 minus d by 50 is equal to what? Sir, 8 minutes, that is 8 by 60 hours. Yes or no? Yes. Sir, 4 2s are 8, 4 15s are 60. So this is the time difference between Farah and Aman. So now if I solve this, this is 50, this is 5d minus d, that is 4d, which is equal to 2 by 15. 2 2s are 4, 2 25s are 15. So the distance is equal to 25 by 15. Yes or no? Yes. Sir, d is equal to 25 by 15 kilometer. Sir, this can be written as 5 5s are 25, 5 3s are 15 kilometer. So what is the distance they covered? 5 by 3 kilometer, that is option D. Clear? Next. Vaibhav and Vignesh each travel a distance of 7.78 km such that the speed of Vaibhav is faster than that of Vignesh. The sum of their speed is 91 km. The total time taken by both is 3 hours and 30 minutes. The speed of Vaibhav is what? Sir, total distance was 78 km. Speed of Vaibhav is equal to, let's say, x plus speed of Vignesh will be, because their total speed is 91, so it will be 91 minus x, which is equal to total time 3 hour 30 minutes, or I can write 7 by 2 hours. Yes or no? Yes. Now I just need to simply solve it and I will find what? I'll find the answer. So this is the homework for you. You solve the equation and find the answer. Next. A takes 30 minutes more. A takes 30 minutes more than B to cover a distance of 15 km at a certain speed. If A doubles his speed, he can cover the same distance in 1 hour less than B. Does it? What is the speed of B? Now, before you jump into the question, I will say the options are really small. So start with the option. Either you can take 6 or 5, whatever you are. Sir, let's say in this particular question, it is asking about what is the speed of B. That means in the option, it has given the speed of B. So let's try the first option, that is C. So 6, the B speed is equal to 6. That means time taken by B will be equal to what? 15 kilometer distance at 6 kilometer per hour. Time taken is 2.5 hours, or you can write 2 hour 30 minutes. Yes or no? Yes. Sir, we know that time taken by A is 30 minutes more than time taken by B. That means 2 hour 30 minutes plus 30 minutes, that is 3 hours. So, sir, 15 kilometer, 3 hours time. Sir, speed of A is equal to what? 15 by 3, that is 5 kilometer per hour. Yes or no? Yes. Now what is saying? Sir, if A increases speed by 2 times, doubles. That means speed of A now 10 kilometer per hour. Distance 15 kilometer. So what is the time taken? 1.5 hour, or I can write 1 hour 30 minutes. Now this should match the last given option here. Sir, if A doubles the speed, he can cover the same distance in 1 hour less than B. Sir, B is taking 2.5 hours. 1 hour less than is equal to 1 hour 30 minutes. That means these both things are matching. That means our first guess is the right answer. You can directly proceed through this. It will take less time. If you start solving the question with equation, it may take a bit of lengthier time. So understand this. Whenever you see smaller options, do try those options directly in the question. Next, a person goes to his office by scooter at the speed of 50 km per hour and reaches 10 minutes earlier. If he goes at the speed of 40 km per hour, he reaches 20 minutes late. What will be the speed? Let's say the ideal time or actual time taken is equal to t. This is the actual time. So what is happening? He is going at 50 km per hour speed and he is taking 10 minutes earlier. That is t minus 10. Will get me the exact answer, which is equal to 40 km per hour speed. He is going at 20 minutes less. Sir, let's solve this. 50t minus 40t, that is 10t. 500, 800, that is 1300. Sir, t is equal to 130 minutes because everything is in minutes here. Clear? Yes or no? Yes. Now it is asking about what will be the speed of the scooter to reach on time. Sir, here we know that total distance is equal to speed multiply by the time. 130 minus 10, that is 120. Minute divided by 60, that is 2, because we have to find it in kilometer per hour format. So 50 into 2 is equal to 100 kilometer. Now this distance 100 kilometer should be reached on time, that is 130 minutes. So that can be written as 130 by 60 hours. 0 0 crossed out, so this can be written as 600 by 13 kilometer per hour. That is the answer. Sir, 13 4s are 52, 80. 13 7s are 81. So 13 6s are 78. So the answer is equal to 46 2 by 13 kilometer per hour the speed. Clear? Yes or no? Yes. Next. Flight A usually takes 1 hour more than flight B to travel a distance of 7200 kilometer. Due to engine trouble, speed of flight B falls by factor of 1 by 6th. So it takes 36 minutes more than the flight usually takes. Now, sir, first speed was 6, now it is 5. This is old speed, this is new speed. Clear? Yes or no? So the time will be 5:6. This is speed, this is time. Sorted? Now it is saying the difference between their time. It usually takes 1 hour more. That means this difference is equal to what? 1. And this one part is equal to, previously it was taking 1 hour, now it is taking 36 minutes more than 1 hour. That is equal to 136 by 60, or 6 6 is 36, 6 10 is 10, 2 3 is 6, 2 5 is 10, that is 5 into 1, 5 plus 3, 8 by 5 hours. Sir, one part is equal to what? 8 by 5 hours. Sir, here at the original time he is taking 5 hours, 5 parts, that is 5 into 8 by 5, that is 8 hours. So what is the original time taken? Sir, 8 hours. Sir, 8 hours original time, but it was taking 1 hour more, that is equal to 9 hours. See, this is the ratio of speed, but it was actually taking 1 hour more than the original time. So he is traveling for 9 hours and covering 70 to 100 kilometer. So what is the speed? 9 8 is 72. That is 800 kilometer per hour is the speed. Clear? Yes or no? Next. A bus can run 20% faster. A bus can run 20% faster than a bike. Both started from the same place at the same time, reached the same. I think I have solved this question. So next, two cars A and B leave Delhi at 8:30 and 9 a.m. for Simla. They travel at 40 km per hour and 50 km per hour respectively. Starts its journey at the speed of how many kilometers from Delhi will the both cars be together? Now understand this. This is a very typical question. What it is saying? From Delhi, they both are starting. Okay. One car is A, another is B. A car is starting at 8:30 am. B car is starting at 9 am. Clear? A car speed is equal to 40, B car speed is equal to 50. Sir, they are moving in the same direction. So their relative speed is equal to 50 minus 40, that is 10 km per hour. Yes or no? Yes. Now what is happening? Sir, here during the first half minutes, A is traveling at 40 km per hour. So for the 30 minutes, he traveled how distance? The distance traveled is equal to 40 into 1 by 2 hour. That is equal to 20. Now this 20 kilometer will be covered with the relative speed so that they will be meeting each other. Sir, that is equal to 20 by 10 is equal to 2 hour. Yes or no? That means they both will be together. They both will be together after 2 hours starting from 9 am. Sir, after 2 hours starting from 9 am means how much distance? Sir, 50 km per hour for 2 hours, that is equal to 100. That is option. Clear? Yes or no? Sorted? Next. A man cycles at the speed of 8 km per hour and reaches office at 11 am. When he cycles at the speed of 12 km per hour, he reaches the office at 9 am. What is the speed? At what speed he should cycle so that he reaches the office at 2 am? Now understand. At 8 km per hour, he reaches at 11 am. At 12 km per hour, he reaches at 9 am. So what is the time saved? 2 hours. The difference if time is 2 hours, that means let's say distance was d. D by 8 minus d by 12 is equal to 2 hours. Basic thing? Yes or no? Yes. So let's say d common, 24 is the LCM. 3 minus 2 is equal to 2 hour, or I can write d is equal to 3 minus 2 1. 24 into 2 is equal to 48 kilometers. So now understand this. We need to find the starting time so as we can find out at what time he should, at what speed he should move so that he can reach at 10 am. Now, sir, speed of the cycle was 8 km per hour. He covered 48 km. That means he took 6 hours. He took 6 hours and reached at 11 am. That means he started at what? 5 am. Sir, 5 am is the starting point. End point is equal to 10 am. So how much time is there? 5 hour. In 5 hour, someone has to travel 48 km. So their speed is equal to 5 9s are 45, 30, 5 6 are 30. So the speed should be 9.6 km per hour. Clear? Yes or no? Basic thing. So this is how you should understand how to approach a question, what exactly to do, how to move and how to proceed with each and every information given in our hand, so that we will be easily solving the question without getting confused and do each and everything with 100% accuracy. Because after you solve the question, you should not be going back and check everything else. You should start with the question at the very moment you solve it, you tick it with 100% accuracy and you move with the next question. There should not be any sort of like going back checking the options again and again. Okay, so next it is saying Sarthak completed a marathon in 4 hours and 35 minutes. The marathon consisted of 10-kilometer run followed by 20-kilometer a cycle ride and remaining distance again a run. He ran the first stage at 6 km per hour. That means he was running 10 km at 6 km per hour speed. So this is the time of running. Then 20 km per hour, 20 km he cycled at 16 km per hour. So the time taken is 20 by 16. Here what is saying? It's saying that how much distance did Sarthak cover in total if his speed in the last run was just half of that of his first run. Sir, speed of his first run is equal to what? Sir, his speed was 6 km per hour. So his speed at the last run is equal to what? Sir, 3 km per hour. But we have a bigger problem. What is the problem? Sir, what is the distance it covered? Sir, what is the distance is covered? Sir, let's say the whole distance of this journey was d. Out of d, 30 km is gone. So the remaining distance is d by 30. And this was covered by 4 hour 35 minutes. That is 4 3 35 is 60. 5 7 is 35. 5 12 is 60. 12 4 is 48 plus 7. 55 by 12 hours. Yes or no? Yes. Now let's solve this. Sir, this can be written as 2 3s are 6, 2 5s are 10, 4 4s are 16, 4 5s are 20. Now what will be the LCM? Sir, here LCM will be equal to 12. Sir, 3, so it will be 20. Sir, 4, it will be 15 plus 4, 4D minus 120 is equal to 55 by 12. Sir, 12 gone. Sir, 20 into 35, 20 plus 15 is equal to 35, minus 120 is equal to minus 85. Minus 85 will be go to the right hand side, it will be plus 85. Sir, plus 85 plus 55 is equal to what? 140. So sir, 4D is equal to 140. So the value of D is equal to 4 3s are 12, 4 5s are 20, that is 35 kilometer. Yes or no? So what is the total distance covered by Sarthak? Sir, the total distance covered by Sarthak is equal to 35 kilometer. As basic as possible. Clear? Next. A thief is noticed by a policeman from a distance of 97 meter. The thief starts running and the policeman chases him. The thief and the policeman run at the speed of 21 meter per second and 23 meters per second. Now, sir, thief was 97 meter distance away. Thief was running at 21, police at running as 23. So what is the relative speed? 23 minus 21. Sir, this will be the time taken. 97 divided by 2, that is equal to 2 4s are 8, 2 8s are 16.5. That means 48.5 second will be taken by the police to catch the thief. Very basic. The distance remaining divided by the relative speed. We'll get the answer. Clear? Next. Sir, the speed of thief is 4 by 5 times of the speed of policeman. The thief covers a distance of 6 km before he was caught by the policeman in 30 minutes. Initially, what was the distance between the policeman and the thief? Now, sir, what is happening? Total distance covered 60. Total time taken 1 by 2 hour. 30 minutes is 1 by 2 hour. That is equal to 12 km per hour. This is the relative speed. This is a very basic question I am giving you as a homework. Next. A thief running at 7 km per hour is chased by a policeman whose speed is 12 km per hour. So what is the relative speed? Sir, 5 km per hour. If the thief is 280 meter ahead of the policeman, then the time taken to catch it. Sir, distance 280. Sir, relative speed 5 km into. Sir, we have to make it into meter per second. Otherwise, we won't be able to find the answer because the distance is given as 280 meter. Sir, if I have to make it into meter per second, what I will do? Sir, I will multiply 5 by 18, or I can directly write 280 into 18 by 25 is my answer. Yes or no? Now if you solve it, we'll get the answer. That's it. Yes or no? Yes. Clear? Next. A policeman chases a thief on a straight road. The policeman catches the thief in 15 minutes. If he dives with the speed of 60 km per hour and catches the thief in 0.5 hours, if he drives with the speed of 45 km per hour, what should be his driving speed to catch the thief in just 10 minutes? So what it is saying, if he is driving at 60 km per hour, he will be taking 15 minutes. If he is driving at 45 km per hour, he is catching the thief as 0.5 hours, that means in 30 minutes, and he has to catch the thief in 10 minutes only. Sir, what is happening? 60 km minus thief, 60 km minus thief speed multiply by 15 minutes is the distance, which is equal to 45 km minus speed of thief multiply by 1 by 2 hour. Sir, 15 minutes can be written as 1 by 4 hour. Yes or no? 2 2s are 4. Sir, this can be written as 2 multiply here, 60 minus x is equal to 90 minus 2x, or I can write 2x come this side, x is equal to 90 minus 60, that is 30. Sir, what is the speed of thief? Sir, 30. Sir, now what is happening? Sir, here the distance is equal to 40 minus x, 15 divided by 1.2, that is 7.5 kilometer. Sir, this distance will be traveled by the policeman speed minus the thief speed, multiply by 10 minutes, that means 1 by 6. Sir, here 1 by 6 into 7.5 is equal to 45, which is equal to P minus 30. So police speed should be 45 plus 30 is equal to 75 km per hour. So what should be the driving speed of the police? 75 km per hour. Basic question. Yes or no? Yes. Next. A police station, a bank, a safe house for a thief are in the straight line with a bank in between. The distance between the police station and the safe house is 4 times the distance between the bank and the safe house. After looting the bank at 9:15 a.m., the thief runs away. A policeman gets the information instantly and chases him at the speed of 16 km per hour. The policeman catches the thief at the gate of the safe house in 15 minutes. What is the distance between the bank and police station? First thing is that, sir, here is the bank, here is the safe house, here is the police station. But sir, the problem is here it has given bank should be in between. So this is what safe house, this is what bank, this is what police station. Now thief comes, robs the bank at 9:15 am and he starts running towards safe house. Now at the same time at 9:15 am, police started running towards the thief. Now what happened? Sir, police was running at 16 km per hour for 15 minutes. That means 1 by 4 hour. How much distance covered? Sir, distance covered is equal to 4 km. Understand this what it is saying. It is saying the policeman catches the thief at the gate of the safe house in 15 minutes. That means the thief was here. Policeman chased him down and caught it here. Sir, policeman was running. So the distance between the police station and the thief house is equal to 4 km. Clear? Now here it has already said the distance between the police station and the safe house is 4 times the distance between the bank and the safe house. So let's say bank and safe house distance is x. So police station and safe house distance is 4x. So 4x is equal to 4 km. So the value of x is equal to 4 by 4, that is equal to 1 km. Yes or no? Yes. But it is asking what is the distance between bank and police station. Sir, the total is 4s. Here it is x, so this distance is 3x. So 3 into 1 km is equal to 3 km. So what is the right answer? Right answer is equal to 3 km. Clear? Next. Two trains 21 km 100 and now relative speed based concept. Two trains 121 meter and 99 meter in length respectively are running in opposite direction. That means they're coming towards each other. One at a speed of 40 km per hour, other at the speed of 32 km per hour. In what time will they completely clear each other? Now see, the total length is 121 plus 99, which is equal to 220. Now they are moving in the opposite direction. That means 40 plus 32, 72 km, but it should be changed into meter per second. 8 4s are 72, 5 4s are 20. So this can be written as 220 by 20, which is equal to 11 second. So they will completely cover each other, completely clear each other in 11 seconds. Option A is the right answer. Next. Ajit Singh left from a place P at 9:30 am. For place Q, David Raj left place Q at 1:30 pm for place P. The distance between them is 416 km. If Ajit's speed is 44 km per hour and David's speed is 52 km per hour, then what time they will meet each other? Yes. So here Ajit is starting. Here Raj is starting. Ajit starts at 9:30 am. Raj started 1:30 pm. So by 1:30 pm, how many hours are gone? 4 hours are gone. 4 hours at 44 km per hour speed. Total distance covered is equal to 176 km. Yes or no? Yes. But sir, the total distance between Ajit and Raj was 416 km. So what is the remaining? Sir, 416 minus 176, that is equal to 240. Now this 240 km distance will be covered in what? It will be covered through relative speed, that is 44 plus 52, that is 96. So 96 to 48 to 120. 8 6 are 48, 8 15 are 120. 3 2s are 6, 3 5s are 15. So this is 5 by 2, that is equal to 2.5 hours. Sir, 2.5 hours from when? Sir, 2.5 hours from 1:30 p.m. So 1:30 p.m. 2 hours is equal to 3:30 p.m. Half an hour, that means 30 minutes is equal to 4 p.m. So they will meet at 4 p.m. Clear? Yes or no? Basic question. Next, two trains 120. Same question, I have solved it. It is 11 seconds. Next, Vivek starts moving at the speed of 70 km per hour at 8 am. Neeraj starts moving in the same direction after 4 hours of Vivek at the speed of 120 km. This is a homework, very basic question. Two places B1 and B2 are 500 km apart from each other. Sonit and Robin start from B1 towards B2 at the same time. After reaching B2, they turn back to B1. Speed of Sonit was 80 km per hour, more than the Robin. If the meet at 6 hours, then which of the following is complete? Correct. So let's say this was B1. They go to B2 and they return back and they meet at some place. This is the meeting point, let's say. Clear? Now what is happening? So let's say the total distance, it is giving what? B1 and B2 is equal to 500 km. Now let's say they met at a distance, when they go and they come back at a distance of x. Yes or no? Yes. So let's say this distance between B1 and is x. This distance is 500 minus x. It will be easier to calculate. Now here what is saying? Sir, let's say Robin's speed was r. Robin traveled. So distance traveled by Robin in 6 hours is equal to what? 6 into r. Yes or no? Yes. But sir, Sonit will be 6 into r plus 80 because it is traveling at 80 km per hour more than Robin. Yes or no? Yes. Sir, distance traveled by Sonit in 6 hours is equal to what? 500 km plus he get back, that means 500 minus x, that is 1000 minus x kilometer. Now sir, distance traveled by Sonit will be what? Sir, only x. Sir, here we know that distance traveled by Sonit is equal to 1000 minus x, which is equal to 6 into Ronit's speed plus 80. Yes or no? Yes. So I can directly write 1000 minus x is equal to 6r plus 480. Sir, 6r is equal to what? Sir, here 6r is equal to the distance covered by Ronit, that is x. So I can write 1000 minus x is equal to x plus 480, or x will come to this side, so 2x is equal to 1000 minus 480, that is 520. So x value is equal to 520 by 2 is equal to 260. Yes or no? Yes. Sir, what is this 260? Sir, this 260 is equal to, so the distance covered by Ronit is 260. The remaining distance is equal to 240. So Sonit travels 740 km, Ronit travels 260 km. So the speed of Ronit is equal to what? 260 by 6, because R6 is equal to 260, that is equal to 130 by 3. Yes or no? Very basic calculation I am doing. I am doing nothing over here special. Sir, first thing is speed of Robin is equal to 120 by 3. That's wrong. Distance covered by Sonit is 6 km. Sir, actually distance covered by Sonit is equal to 740 km. So both options are wrong. So the answer is neither I nor 2. Clear? Yes or no? Got it? Next. A, B started from point X and Y respectively at the same time towards each other. After meeting on the way, A and B took 5.4 hours, 2.4 hours more than respectively to reach point Y and X. If the speed of A is 16 km per hour, what is the speed of B? That's it. This is all about the question. Sir, we know that. Sir, we know that in such questions, it is all about speed 2 by speed 1 is equal to square root of time 1 by time 2. Sir, here speed 2 unknown, so x by speed 1 16 is equal to time 1, that is 5.4, divided by time 2, that is 2.4. square root of that. Sir, if I have to take out the square root, I will write, or I can simply solve it. X by 16 is equal to, sir, decimal gone, 9 into 6 54, 6 into 4 24, 6 crossed out, that is 9 by 4, square root is equal to 3 by 2. Sir, 2 8 is 16, so the value of x is equal to 8 into 3, that is 24 kilometer per hour. So what is the value of speed? 24 kilometer per hour. Very basic. Next, two trains X and Y start at the same time. X from station A to B, Y from station B to A. After crossing each other, take A 2 by 5 hours for X and Y to reach their destination respectively hours, and takes 4 2 by 7 hours. If the speed of X is 50 km per hour, then what is the speed of Y? Clear? Yes. Sir, here as usual, sir, let's say the speed of B is unknown, A is 50. So what will be happen? Sir, here it will be T1, that is 8 2 by 5, that is equal to 42 by 5, divided by, sir, this is 7 4 2 by 7, that is 30 by 7. Clear? Square root of that. Or I can write 42 into 7 divided by 30 into 5, square root of that. Sir, here it can be written as 7 6 are 42 into 7. So this is 5 6 are 30 into 5. 6 is gone, square root of that, that is equal to 7 by 5, which is equal to B by 50. 5 tens are 50, so the speed of B is equal to 7 into 10, that is 70 km per hour. So what is the speed of Y? That is 70 km per hour. Clear? Yes or no? Very basic questions. Next, two trains A, B. So this is a homework. Same thing, you will simply solve the question. A dog takes 5 leaps for every hour, every 6 leaps of a hair, but 4 leaps of the dog are equal to 5 leaps of the hair. The ratio of speed of the dog. Now see, sir, what is happening? 4 dog leap is equal to 5 hair leap. So 1 dog leap is equal to 5 by 4 hair leap. Yes or no? Yes. Sir, speed of dog. It is given that a dog takes 5 leaps for every 6 leaps of hair. So speed of dog to speed of hair is equal to what? 5 by 6. Yes or no? Yes. But sir, dog speed is equal to given 5 by 4 hair of speed. So I can write 5 by 6 into 5 by 4 will get me dog speed, that is equal to 25 by 24. So what is the ratio of dog to sheep? That is 25 by 24. Option D is the right answer. Clear? Yes or no? Got it? A bus starts from a bus stand after every 50 minutes. So in every 50 minutes a new bus comes in the same direction. Mohit is walking in opposite direction with a speed of 50 km per hour. If Mohit meets each bus in 10 minutes gap, Mohit is meeting each bus at 10 minutes gap, then what is the speed of the bus? Let's say the speed of the bus is equal to S. Now distance covered by the bus is equal to what? 50 minus 10, that is equal to 40 minutes. So in 40 minutes, whatever the distance is covered by the bus, the same distance is covered by Mohit. Yes or no? Because in every 10 minutes he is meeting every bus is meeting Mohit. Clear? Yes or no? Yes. Now it is saying distance covered by bus. Distance covered by bus will be equal to what? Distance covered in 40 minutes, that is 40 by 60 hours, or 2 by 3 hours, which will be equal to Mohit covered the same distance in 10 minutes, that means 1 by 6 hours. Right? Now, sir, we know distance in 2 by 3 hour is equal to Mohit's speed, that is 50 km per hour, in 1 by 6 hour, that is 50 by 6. So 3 2s are 6, 2 25s are 50. So distance is equal to 25 by 2, that is 12.5 kilometer. So the speed of the bus is equal to what? 12.5 kilometer per hour. We just did simple calculation. What was that? It is saying a bus stand every 15 minutes a bus is going out, but Mohit is meeting each bus in 10 minutes. That means for how long they are traveling before meeting Mohit? 40 minutes. And through that we solve each and everything. Clear? Yes or no? Yes. Now B starts 4.5 minutes after A from the same point from a place at a distance of 3.5 miles from the starting point. A on reaching the destination turns back and walk a mile where he meets B. So what is happening? The distance between the starting and ending point is 3.5 mile. Now A reaching this point and coming back and meeting it at 1 mile from this distance. Let's say this is C, this is A, this is B, this is C. Sir, here it has given if A speed is a mile in 60 minutes, that means A speed is equal to 1 mile per 6 minutes, and A has gone for how many miles? Sir, 3.5 plus 1, that is 4.5 miles. So 4.5 miles divided by the speed 1 mile per 6 minute is equal to 4.5 into 6, that is equal to 27 minutes. Yes or no? So the total time taken by A is equal to 27 minutes. Now what happened? B starts after 4.5 minutes later. So B takes 27 minus 4.5 minutes, that is equal to 22.5 minutes. Now so basically 2.5 miles B is covering in 22.5 minutes. 1 mile he will cover in 22 by 5 into 2.5 minutes. Sir, that is equal to 9. So how long it will take to cover 1 mile? Sir, it will take 9 minutes to cover a mile. Clear? Basic. Next. 45 pillars are standing in a line such that any distance between any two consecutive pillar is same. Okay. A traveling with a uniform speed of 72 km per hour takes 18 seconds to reach from the first pole to 10th pole. What is the distance between 11th and 31st? So let's say the distance between two poles is 9 d. So there are 10 poles. So total distance between 10 poles is equal to 9d. Clear? Yes. So this 9d, whatever it is given, it is equal to uniform speed of 72 km in 18 seconds. That means 72 into 18 by 3600 seconds. 18 2 is 3600, 236 is 72. So 36 by 100 is what? 36 by 100 is my distance, which is equal to 9d. So 9 4 is 100, 4 by 25 is equal to d. Yes or no? This is in what? 4 by 24, that is equal to 1 by 25 kilometer. So this can be written as further 1000 by 25 meter, 25 4 is 100. So the distance is equal to 40 meter. That means the distance between every pillar is equal to what? 40 meter. Sir, if distance between every pillar is 40 meter, between 11th and 31st pole, how many pillars are there? How many distance will be there? 20 into 40 meter. That is equal to 800 meter. Option A is the right answer. Clear? Next. A man starts running from point P at 11 am with a speed of 10 km per hour. He runs for 2 hours, then rests for 1 hour. He does so until he is caught by another person who starts running from the point P at 2 pm and runs non-stop towards the first person at the speed of 15 km per hour. Now, sir, A starts running at 11 am with a speed of 10 km per hour. Yes or no? Now he is running for 2 hours and taking a nap. That means he runs for 20 km and takes a rest of 1 hour. That means total time taken 3 hours. Yes or no? Yes. Now he started at 11 am. 3 hours done. That is equal to 2 pm. Yes or no? Yes. Now again in next 3 hours, that means by 5 pm, how much distance he will be covered? 20 km. Here 20 km distance covered. So total distance covered is equal to what? 40 km. This has to be reached by the second person who is running at 15 km per hour. So the second person will take this much time. That is equal to 15 to the 30, 10 by 15 multiply by 60, because I have to make it into minutes. 15 for the 60. So 2 hour 40 minutes the person will take from 2 pm to cover this distance. So the total time that will be reached is 4:40 pm. So by 4:40 pm the second person will be caught the first person. Clear? next. A delivery boy stands from his office at 10 a.m. to deliver an article. He rode his scooter at the speed of 32 km per hour. He delivered the article and waited for 15 minutes only to get the payment. After the payment was made, he reached the office at 11:25 a.m. traveling at a speed of 24 km per hour. What is the total distance? Sir, very basic. Sir, waiting time 15 minutes was there. So that means 1 by 4 hour. Plus total journey time was what? He started from 10 a.m. He reached by 11:25. That means what? 1 hour 25 minutes. That means 1 25 by 60. 5 5 are 26 for 25. 5 12 are 60. That is equal to 17 by 12 hours. The total time taken is 17 by 12 hours. In that 1 by 4 hours was what? The stoppage. So actual time of travel is equal to what? 17 by 12 minus 1 by 4. That is equal to 14 by 12 hours. This is the actual time of travel. Yes or no? Yes. But this traveling was happened how? Sir, he was traveled at scooter 32 km per hour. Then he delivered the article. Then he get back at 24 km per hour. So d by 32 plus distance, total distance g by 24 is equal to 14 by 12. Sir, here the LCM will be 96. So this will be 3d plus 4d is equal to 14 by 12. 12 8s are 96. 7d is equal to 14. So 7d is equal to 14 into 8. 7 2s are 14. So the distance is equal to 8 into 2, that is 16 km. So the distance traveled by the boy is what? He goes to the person's house, deliver and gets back. That means 2d. 16 plus 16 is equal to 32 km. So this is the distance the boy is completely traveling to do the delivery. So that's it, guys, all about your time, speed and distance. I have covered all types of questions which are most frequently asked in your SSC and RRB examination and also in various examination. Now with all this information, you can practice this set twice and get ready for any sorts of question of time, speed and distance. For the class notes and PDF, join SSC Monk official Telegram channel. You will get everything in that particular channel. Tomorrow at 10:30 am, next class, next day. See you in the next class.